another episode of the Dope Conversations podcast. I'm your host and your girl, KimBella. What is going on? I'm so glad to be back in the podcast world. Lord, life has been lifing and things have been happening. And so when it's time to pod, I'm like, I'm too tired to pod. Or when it's time to pod, I'm like, I don't know if I want to talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of been like, so much has been happening. I think since the last pod, I think Carmen might have graduated. I got a whole 18-year-old graduate getting ready to go to school in October. Like, so much has happened. We've had graduation parties. Listen, I told Carmen, look, this is it. So I am just happy to be here. I'm happy that we are over that hump and that we are feeling good and recharged and feeling like life can continue to life in a good way again. Like I said, I'm your host, KimBella, and a couple people have sent me messages, right? And they're just like, we love your guest. When you have guests, we love it. But we also love when you pod by yourself, when you have a dope conversation just with us. So it's just me and you again. Now, let me tell you something. Starting next week, the guests are going to come rolling in. And I'm super excited for the lineup that I'm anticipating. And I'm really excited. But this particular episode I wanted to talk about, I have entitled it, Shift Happens. I know. Shift happens. Before we get started, I just want to touch on a couple things. My family and I just got back from our family vacation, and we spent a few days in Tampa, Florida. And when I tell you I was a big old 51-year-old kid, it wasn't a minute that one of my girls or both of my girls would say, come on, mama, come on, do this, get on this ride, jump off of this, do this. And I'm just like, honey, where's the ibuprofen? Because see, at 51, you can't do what you used to do. Even at 41, it's different. You know what I mean? But I was determined to make the memories, to have a ball, and to live life. My hubby always takes care of us, make sure that my anxiety is down. Because we talked about the OCD and nerves and just the whole thing. But when I tell you went to Tampa, we went to Busch Gardens and we went to a place called Merida. What's it called? I think it's called, is it Miranda? It may be Miranda, but it is a beach, like a resort water park thing. And when I tell you the water was blue, I'm talking about aqua blue, and the sand was white. And they had so many different slides and obstacle courses. And I didn't do the obstacle course because, see, they tried to get me to do the obstacle course. Come on, mama, come on. And I'm just like, nah, I can't swim like y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that obstacle course, when you do different things on the obstacle course, you jumping and rolling and grabbing. Honey, I'd have fell off in the deep water and But the girls and their daddy, they did it. And they had a ball. It was so fun watching them have fun. So we had a great vacation. We ate whatever. Let me tell y'all this too. So there was this one place. I'm not going to call the name of the restaurant out because I don't want them to get in no trouble. You know what I'm saying? But we had saw this particular restaurant on TikTok. And we said, oh my God, we got to try this restaurant. And so we pull up for dinner. And honey, we dressed, we done got our suntan, and honey, we glowing, right? We pull up for dinner, and the security guard looks at our IDs, and he says, you have to be 21 and up to get in. So we look at Carmen like, Carmen, we can't get in. So the security guard, I was just like, oh my God, 21 and up. Well, it's kind of like a club bar. Would you say, Mila?
Like a lounge.
Like a lounge, like. And so Carmen with a K is 18. Now she kind of grown, but she ain't grown. Do you see what I'm saying? And so the man was like, I'm gonna tell you what, if you look over there, the girl in the green, that's the owner. Go over there and talk to her and see if she'll let your daughter come in. And if she say, yeah, we cool. So I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at her, I'm like, okay, let me go up here. I said, hi. I said, me and my family, we're here from Nashville. I said, we saw this place on TikTok. Super excited to try your food and just kind of vibe out. I said, but my daughter is 18. She looked at her and she said, it's okay. She can come on in. Honey, Carmen thought she was in the club. That girl was in there eating, order her food. You'd have thought she was 25. And I had to remind her, 18, honey. 18. Don't forget. Clock it. But it was so cute, you know, watching her. She thought she was really a big girl. But we had so much fun even there. Then we went to this ice cream place. And we ate and did exactly what we wanted to do. Y'all know about my whole comforter set. I know. But if you want to have a good time with me, you got to let me bring my amenities that I need to help with my OCD and nerves and stuff. Because other than that, I'm going to be standing straight up for a couple of days. So I got me a cute little comforter set out for the TikTok shop. And I got this cover, I forget, mattress cover. And it is so thick and balloon. Like I knew I wasn't touching the mattress, because I takes everything off, Lysol, and then put my stuff on. And honey, I just feel like I'm at home. You know what I mean? So I had a good time. It was really comfortable. I did have a breakout with my skin. Skin was kind of sensitive. It kind of got inflamed and red, but it was probably due to the sun and just eczema, little dermatitis, just the stuff going on. But I went to the dermatologist when I got back, and he got me right. If you follow me on social media, I talk about my experience with the dermatologist and how he never ever misses. He didn't miss with Carmen with her acne. He didn't miss with Mila with her breakouts and stuff that she has from time to time, and he never misses with me. So I shared my dermatologist with my followers on Facebook. And his name, just in case you want to listen to or try him out if you having skin issues, his name is Dr. David Horowitz. That's his name. Now I'm gonna tell you something. He 100 years old. Okay, like I said in my other video. Okay, not 100, 90. Look, I'm telling you now, he is old, but he is still got it. He be on top of things. He be on he's 10 toes down, like he be on it. And he knows what he's talking about. So if you're having skin issues, acne, eczema that you can't control, these dark spots after the bumps leave for your teenagers, boys and girls, and them little black spots be on their skin and stuff, call Dr. Horowitz. He got you. I'm telling you. He prescribed me some medicine for my eczema. I put it on last night. Skin like a baby's booty. I'm trying to tell you. What's going on with the daddy trial, honey? Woo! Now look, I was mad at Cassie. Disappointed in her. And I was really, and I still am really, really disappointed in both of them. Like Diddy too. Like, what in the world are y'all doing? Why come you just can't have regular sex? Why you got the pee-pee on me and in my mouth? And what all is happening? Why come you just can't put a little bit of baby oil on? I don't know what's happening. And then, Cassie, why are you allowing all of that? I guess it goes to, like, you don't know what people have experienced, you know, what people's desires and what they into and what they own. Like, you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, Diddy and all of that old stuff, I don't know. You know, I'm trying to follow the trial, but Diddy, they saying you blowing up cars and you just, you done slung Cassie multiple times. You just have done a lot that I don't know what the bounce back is going to be from that. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. And then Cassie, you got a whole husband. And did he know all of this first? And then the Chrisleys is out, honey. Let me tell you something. I liked the daddy, Mr. Chrisley. And I like the mom, but I really, really like the daddy. And I'm really happy for their children for the pardon. Now, somebody else is going to say they criminals and clucked out and they, all this is going on. But if your mom and daddy was in that raggedy prison and somebody want to get them out, wouldn't you would you say, now keep my mom and daddy and them in there? I wouldn't. Get them out. Come on. Honey, they old and stuff. Come on out. Ooh. But let me tell you about this chick. The daughter. I'm talking about the daughter.
Her name is Savannah.
Her name is Savannah. Mila's telling you see me looking over here. I'm looking over here at Mila's show. That's my left side of my brain. So look, Savannah, the daughter, took to social media. Now, here's my thing. You already got enough going on. You need to work on what you got going on right now. You don't got time to be worrying about what nobody else is doing and what nobody else got going on. My opinion. You didn't ask me, but I'm telling you. So she takes to social media and she says, hey, y'all. I may be paraphrasing a little bit. Hey, y'all, I just got off the phone with Tory Lanez's daddy. Now, you know who that is, Tory Lanez. They say that's the one that shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. I don't know if he did or not. They say he did. She say he did. She swear he did. Okay? I don't know. But this little girl, what's her name again, Mila? Savannah. Savannah takes to social media. Now, your mom and daddy been out of jail. And I mean prison, because I think those two different things. They've been out for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. And you worrying about Tory Lanez's daddy and all that. You take to your social media, your platform, your followers, and to your community. And you say, I just got off the phone with Tory Lanez's daddy. And he asked me, no, I take that back. I got off the phone with the daddy. And we had a conversation about the case. And I wanted to come on here. This is Savannah talking. I wanted to come on here and I wanted to ask you all your thoughts on it. Do you think Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion? What does that got to do with you, honey? True enough, per you, Savannah, you said the president called you. You was getting ready to walk in Sam's. That's what you said. Said you sitting in the car regular day, getting ready to walk in Sam's. And you got a call and they told you that they have decided or, agreed to pardon your parents. Now that was a couple days ago. I know I said 15 minutes, but you know what I'm trying to say. And then you sitting over here because that's done happened and that's accomplished. You want to sit here and say, I talked to Tory Lanez's dad. I would have told Tory Lanez's dad, honey, I'm busy. I ain't got time to talk to you. I'm trying to get my mom and daddy situated. The mama hair needed to be dyed. They need to get back into regular life. And you sitting here calling me and bothering me. And then I'm talking to you. And then I go stupid and get on my social media platform and ask, do I think someone was really shot by this? Girl, you got other stuff to worry about. And you just making yourself look weird. Woo! I really got into that, didn't I? I know that really made me mad when I saw that. I thought, girl, you are really on this wave right now of favor. Like your parents got pardoned. Why are you even available to talk to Tory Lanez's daddy? Them reporters and stuff was outside your house. You was backing up, driving off. You didn't want to talk to them about your life and what's going on with you. But you can talk to Tory Lanez's daddy and then get on your social media platform and ask about Megan Thee Stallion getting shot. Girl, see, that's what I'm talking about. People doing too much when they get too much. Do you see what I'm saying? People doing too much when they get too much. Get a lane. Get a lane, Savannah. Ooh, that called for some water there. I know it looked like tea or something. Oh, pee. Girl, I don't drink pee. That's Cassie. Peach mango green tea. I put this in my water. Every time I drink water, I put that in there. Yeah. So I had to do that. I think I got some drainage going on too. And so I may cough a little bit. But it seemed like every time I get on the podcast, I cough or sneeze or something. But anyway, let's get into the podcast. The title of this podcast is going to be called Shift Happens. Now, I didn't cuss. I said shift with an F. I said F. Shift with an F. Shift happens. How many times in your life do you write things down, like goals, things that you want to accomplish? How many times have you prayed to God and said, God, I really want to get here in my life. This is what I want to do in my life. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. God, enlarge my territory. God, please help me get this done. Help me do this. How many times have we asked God to do that? How many times that's been a conversation, going to brunch with your girlfriends, and this is what I want to do come the new year. This is what we just got all these different things we want to do. And then we forget what we write down and what we say our heart's desire is, even what we pray for. We forget. Because just because it doesn't happen right then, sometimes we feel like we get a delay or a denial or something like that, right? But sometimes it's just a not yet. Like, it's not going to happen in the month of May. It may happen in July, but it may not happen in May. Does that make sense? And so we get down, life keeps lifing because we wanted it to happen in May. But then life lives and we down here in July. And that thing that you've been praying about, or those things that you've been talking about, or things that you want, it starts to happen in July. The shift. Everything starts to unfold. And then when it happens, you're like, what's happening? And then you got to remember, oh my God, this is what I thought about. This is what I've been praying about. This is what I've been writing down and speaking. And the opportunity is presenting itself. And I don't know if I'm ready. Because change oftentimes requires shift. You can't do nothing without moving. Does that make sense? You got to move with some things. I remember praying to God, telling God, I think it was, transparent moment. It was COVID. Me, my husband, and my two daughters, we were in this room. We didn't know what COVID looked like. We didn't know what in the world. Mila was having anxiety attacks every 15 minutes. She couldn't understand, like, why we in the house. I don't. Carmen kind of spazzed out because she was in middle school. She didn't know what was going on. And I'm just like, so we really can't talk to people and interact with people. Like, how long is this going to go? Like, it just really bothered me a lot. Binky, he was just kind of like, this can't be real. But okay, like, maybe it'll be over next week. And then the next week came in. So I can remember COVID. We all got in this room. And we all wrote down some things that we wanted God to do. Mila, do you remember this?
I do remember, yes.
We wrote it down. And one of the things I said was, God, I want you to make my name great. Now follow me. When you hear that, I don't want that to come from a bougie place or like I want to be the next Beyonce or nothing like that. I just wanted God to touch my vision and make my vision and my platform bigger. I want to take away the nerves, the anxiety, the fear. I needed God to do his big one on me. Had no clue that I was going to have to go through this journey of healing and therapy and working on myself. I had no clue. Sometimes we ask God for things and we need God to move some things around, but we forget it's a process and we got to go through some things before the shift happens. Oh, you may say that. Sometimes we got to go through things and we got to trust the process before the actual shift happens. And all the while, God is preparing you and planning and getting things ready and all this, and you don't know, and you just think, we use the term, honey, life be lifing. No, God may be preparing. and you're going through this thing to build you, to prepare you. I wrote what that was one of those things I wrote down. Make my name great. Like, I don't want people to dismiss my purpose, dismiss my gift. Like, I'm worrying, didn't know that I was worrying about all the wrong things. This is just what I wrote down. Make my name. You've already given me my purpose. You know, I'm already having her testimony, brunching with Belle. Like, we doing these things, and then COVID hit. And so I just felt like I needed something to happen. I need something to shake, because I knew what God had given me was something super dope, super amazing, but I needed people to believe it. Even the non-believers, I wanted them to believe it. Does that make sense? But that was going to require some work from me, and it was going to require a shift in my life in order for God to do what I'm asking him to do. Ooh, that's hard, ain't it? I know. I didn't know that then. I didn't know that. Sometimes we're going to have to go through things in order for us to get where God wants us to be, and a shift is required. God didn't answer my prayer right then. Even when COVID came and I was still doing brunch with Bella, he didn't answer my prayer then. It wasn't until I started to do the work on myself. Why do you want your name to be great? Why? What is that about? And I had to talk to God and let God know, like, I want to represent you. I want people to see you in me. I want to let people know about you, but in a cool way. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be your typical go to church, go to Bible study, go do that. I didn't want that. I wanted it to be cool. I wanted it to be smooth. And I wanted to kind of almost trick you into loving God. Or be authentic, Mila said. Yeah, that's right. I wanted it to be different. And I was just saying, make my name great. Like, because I knew that what God had given me, I just didn't know I didn't know what to do with it. Sometimes in the shift, God is going to have to remove people. I know. Sometimes in the shift, the plan can't look like the way you want it to look. It just can't. God has this big old plan for you. And sometimes we get in our own way, wanting it to look a certain way. And that's not even the plan. He has you doing this, but you over here trying to force this. But it's supposed to be like this. You got to get in that era in your life where you're willing to shift. But you got to be able to say, God, give me the grace. Because, like, I know I told you, I don't want nobody in my life that's not serving me, that we can't water each other, that we can't show up for each other, that we can't do this. I don't want no raggedy around me. I don't want that. I'm over here telling God this. And then when he mess around and do it, I'm like, well, not that person. Her. Him. You mean to tell me you want me to connect with him? You mean to tell me she's got to go? Shift happens. And if you want everything that God has for you, you want all these things that you've written down, you got to be prepared for the shift. Sometimes we're afraid to shift. We're afraid for change. We are afraid of new because we're so comfortable in what we have going on now. Whether it makes you happy or sad, you just comfortable. Like, I've been on this job for 25 years. Yeah, I want to do something else, but I ain't gonna update my resume. Because they might mess around and call me. Does that make sense? Like, it feels safe and it's comfortable here, but I do want that over there, but I want this right here and that. And God's like, it requires shift. We've got to move some things around so that your heart posture can be exactly where I need it to be. I had no clue in asking God to make my name great. And when I say that, I hope that doesn't sound weird, because I mean that in the most humble, I mean that in a way where I'm just like, in what I was doing, I wanted the platform to grow. I wanted people to see what the purpose was. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just about at Brunching with Bella. It wasn't just about the open bar. It wasn't just about, it was so much more to that. You coming in there thinking about one thing, and then I check my inbox and you like, what just happened to me? I turned up, I cried, I prayed, I wrote down my goals, I supported somebody. Like, I just did a whole bunch of stuff in this event that was like 2.5 hours long. Like, what is happening? When is the next one? When is the next one? When is the next one? And then I thought, God, I just want that platform to be great. Brunching with Bella, I want that platform to be great. Not make my name great. My name is Kim. Am I making sense now? My name is Kim, but this was called Brunching with Bella. I wanted to make it great because I wanted people to hear about God, believe in God, know more about God, let your hair down, have a good time, celebrate other women. Because we can be catty. We can look at the next person and envy their season, their shift. We can envy that and be mad because yours and your time hadn't come yet. But you know what I learned to do in that? Because God has shifted me. So when he shifted me, he shifted my mindset. And so things that I used to dwell on, things that used to bother me, conversations that I used to try to figure out, I don't even give it the time or the energy. I'm like, oh, that's what she on? Okay, girl. Do you see what I'm saying? That's where I'm at in my life because shift happens. And where she or he may still be in that place of anger. Ooh, I don't like her. Ooh, she this. Ooh, she. Shift happens. And so what used to be a thing is no longer a thing. Like you grow into this different space. Does that make sense? Like you just grow and you no longer have time to entertain things that no longer serve you. Not in the shift. And so when I was just asking God that, and things started to unfold for me, and God let me know that he needed more of me. I need you to do more. One of the things I need you to do is start healing. Stop being so angry and bitter. And then going out here loving and hugging on people, and you can't even love and hug on your own daughters. Ooh. See, when the shift happens, you're able to be a little bit more transparent because you don't care. You know that your story, your version, your experiences that happened to you, it could help somebody else. I wouldn't dare tell you, I used to scream and holler all in my house. Holler my kids down. Because that way, that they know what I'm saying that way. If I say things to them, say this, do this, scream and holler. How in the world could I hug on 100, 200 ladies at my event, but couldn't hug on my own 2 daughters? Now we kiss and we hug and we smooches and we darling and all these different things. Now, see, you didn't know that. Shift happens. And so when you see people glowing and doing better and things are changing, things are shifting in their lives, and you see things unfolding for them, don't hate. Don't be upset. Don't be envious. Don't be saying, ooh, they changed. No. Life is shifting. You don't know what that person has prayed for. You don't know what they've asked. They're trusting and believing God for. You don't know. So give people grace and say something must be going on with her. She is really laughing more. She's smiling more. She's talking more. She's showing up more. Not, what is she doing? Lord, here she go. Girl, I'm so sick and tired. Girl, ooh. Honey, see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't do all of that. All of that. Instead of saying, man, I'm going to keep my eye on her. She's really evolving. I wonder what's going on. It ain't bad. Man. Shift. Shift your mindset. Shift your heart posture. Shift. What if it's time to move on from the church you in? I know that's heavy. I know I'm gonna drink some water. All these years you haven't been going to church at all because you've experienced church hurt. And so now every church is raggedy. Time to shift. How long are you going to hold on to that narrative? Yes, it happened. I had some church hurt too. That don't mean God hurt me. Oh, Kim. I know. Shift. Oh, I want to write this book. Ooh, I want to do this. Ooh, I want to start this. Ooh, I want to do this. And you still doing the same thing. Same thing. You just sitting there waiting. Time to shift. It happens. I know. So I'm coming out here today to tell you, and I always try to speak from experience, and I hope it's all coming together because I don't want to hold you long. But sometimes somebody has to give you an eye opener or a reset or some reminders. And I'm not always going to be that girl, but then sometimes I could be that girl to you. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I try to tell you from example and from experience. Life got better for me when I allowed the shift. I took my hand off of trying to control everything. Brunch with Bella had to look like this. I didn't need to do this. I wanted to do that. And God was like, ooh, I just want to do. I got so much I want to do for you, do with you. Gone, I'll be right here. That's God. I'll be right here. Because I know you love me. But you just on your own thing right now. And I'm ready to shift. I'm willing to take you somewhere. And in 2025, God has been showing me when you take your hand off of it and quit trying to control it. When you take that anger and that bitterness and that envious, when you get all of that stuff out of you, watch the shift. It happens. But sometimes we are our own worst enemy. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy. We sabotage and trick ourselves out of our own self. That's what we do. Okay, I'm going to do it. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to go back to school next semester. Well, I want to get this job, but I got to get this. I'm going to shift. Do it. Listen. What it looks like to move that way instead of continuing to. What if you've been moving this way for 22 years, this way, and you find yourself just doing this? What would it look like if you shifted and tried another way? What would it look like if you just trusted God in this process? Some of us are in a really dark place. Because for a lot of us, we'll use our term, life is lifing. But what if God is preparing you for the shift? Because it happens. Some of us have been really up, have had some really up seasons. Life is good, money good, family good, car good, business, everything is good. And now we're in a shift. Shift ain't always good. Shift happens. And what if this is your season to I need you to get back to you? I gave you this. I allowed this. You fumbled it a little bit, but you still my child. So I got to let you go through this because we're getting ready to do another shift. There's another shift happening. I know. Me too. Like, God, and have you ever been in a place where you like, God, I don't know if I'm strong enough to handle this. I don't know if I can get through this. This is hard. You mean to tell me you have taken this, took this, and this, and you still want me to trust you? God say, I absolutely do. And until you do it, the shift won't happen. A shift will happen, but it won't be the shift that you're deserving of because you won't let it go. You won't let it go. It's hard. You know them Tesla cars. I don't have one or nothing, but you know them Tesla cars. They say it's something in the car that you can hit the button in the car, drive itself. How is it that we can trust that and take our hands straight up off the steering wheel, but we won't trust God? I'm talking to myself too. Oh, how is it? How is it that we will give our partner chance after chance after chance after chance, but we won't give it to God and give God chance after chance? Why? How is that? I'm asking myself. I think I'm supposed to come on this podcast and tell you that shift happens, and there's a shift waiting to happen for you. But you got to get ready. And it's not going to happen until you get ready. That's what I feel like was told to me. And when the shift was happening, he said, this shift ain't going to feel good that you get ready to go through, Kim. But greater is down there. But you got to go through this right here. You're not going to like it. I'm going to reveal some things to you. I'm going to reveal some people to you. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. But this is going to happen too. This going to happen. But this going to happen too. I'm going to allow this. But I'm also going to allow this. A shift. The shift. It's going to happen. But I can ride it a little better because I'm taking God with me this time. Because you've been through shifts before. You know, like when you work in a regular job and they got 11 to 7, 3 to 11, 7 to 3, 8 to 5. And what if you love the 11 to 7 shift? You love working it. Been working it for 10 years. And then the company changes. They put a new boss in. And that boss says, your hours will now be 8 to 5. We're going to do a shift change. You are pissed off. Because that ain't the shift that you're used to. Look, I come in 11 to 7. I can make my 9 o'clock doctor's appointments. I can go to therapy at 8, do this. I can go work out. I can go to gym. I can wash my clothes and then get to work, get off. Look, 11 to 7 is my shift. Now you coming in here and changing it to 8 to 5. Now I'm going to be in traffic. I'm going to do this. I can't do this. I can't. But you never tried it. Then you try it. You accept the shift. And you try that 8 to 5. And you like it. You can't even figure out why you like that shift. You in traffic in the morning, in traffic in the evening, but I like it. Girl, I ain't got to deal with Donnie. 11 to 7, Donnie is there. But honey, Donnie on 11 to 7, I'm 8 to 5 and I'm doing good. Shift happens. And you don't know how much you will like the shift until you have to go through the shift. Until you have to be willing to trust the process and try something new. I know. You don't know. It happens. Shifts happens. And it's going to happen whether you're ready or not. It's going to happen. So here's your sign. Let's get ready for the shift. All those things that you wrote down and asked God for, he may have to X out 3 things in order before you get to the shift. I'm telling you, I have lost people within 6 months to a year. You couldn't have told me. You couldn't have told me. You talking about forever, ever? Forever, ever? The things that me and my husband have had to face. Shift. Ooh, shift don't always feel good. But it's necessary. Nothing stays the same. You need a shift. You need something new. You need it. So let it happen and embrace it. Because it's going to happen. The shift is going to happen. It's up to you as to how it's going to go. You going to let go and let God? Or you going to shift and hold on to, just keep holding on? That's up to you. It's going to happen. It's a shift happening in Diddy life. How can you have it all and lose it all? He thought he was kingpin, untouchable. And now look, a shift is happening. Now everybody's life that he was controlling, now his life is in somebody else's hands. Ooh, that shift, honey. A shift happened for the Chrisleys. They had gotten, I don't know if you want to use the word comfortable, but they had gotten acclimated to their lifestyle. They in prison. I got a couple more years ago, or 10 more years ago. Mr. Chrisley said, I done made friends with them men. I'm from friends. My heart is for them. That's what he said. His life shifted. And then his life shifted again. Shift. It's going to happen. We have our event center business. Book. Overflow. And then sometimes we get into a season where it shifts and it's like, do they still know we still on Rock the Bells and B2? I don't. Is anybody need a suite? I don't. Used to have a waiting list to get in. Now it's like, hey, are you still interested? Shift happens. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. Nothing stays the same. Your job, our job, is to stay on our toes and be like, God, I'm trusting you. I got you. You got to go with me during this shift. Because stuff been shifting and I ain't been having you with me and it's been raggedy. It's been raggedy. But with you, God, holding my hand and with me, I can kind of handle it a little bit better. I'm by myself, but I'm not alone. Oh! That's some kind of shift. When you can shift and be by yourself, but still don't feel alone. Oh. I'm getting knocked back. I walk one step, I get knocked back 2. One step, I'm up 2 steps, I get knocked back 3. But when I get knocked back this time because I got God, guess who catches me when I walk back? He got me. He got me. This time, because the shift is inevitable. Them friends, them relationships, I don't care what relationship it is. It could be you and your mama. If it's toxic, you deserve a shift. Some shifts are deserving. If you need to rekindle, you deserve it. You deserve the shift. I deserved peace and happiness. I deserved it. I didn't know that I did, but I deserved peace in situations. I deserved to be able to let it. I deserved that. I deserve to be able to go to bed and sleep and not just close my eyes, like really rest. I deserve that. Shift. I deserve it. I deserve it. That's what you got to say to yourself. I deserve it. I deserve it. And the shift is only going to go off of how you move. That's up to you. Either you're going to move with God and let that shift happen. Let that thing. And just take God with you, because it might not be easy. Or you're going to shift and do it your way. And just let me know how that, let me know how that go. Life has shifted with me, and God was over there and I was over here. I knew him. I knew him. I know God. I know who to pray to. I know what to do. But have you ever shifted? Life has changed for you. And God is over there and you over there. This last season I went through, I was praying saying, God, where are you? God, do you hear me? God, I'm praying to you. Where are you? I'm over here dying. I'm over here losing it all. Where are you? God said, oh, you shifted. Oh, so now I needed to get your attention. That's what I needed. Because now we're finna do another shift. And this time, you're going to remember to take me with you in this shift. Because shifts happen. It happens. It's inevitable. Nothing stays the same. I don't care how much you try to keep it the same. Your hair is not going to stay the same. It's going to thin out. And it's going to turn gray. It's inevitable. It's going to thin out, and you're going to go bald, or you're going to have to get you some hair, or it's just nothing stays the same. I don't. It's inevitable. Shift is going to happen. Are you ready? Can you handle it? What you think? Woo! I was asking God, where you at? I need you. Then there you go. When I let it go, I said, God, I cannot do this without you. I thought I told you that. Maybe I didn't say it right. Maybe I'm still holding on to something. I need to let it go. But I'm giving it to you. I can't do this anymore. I need you. I don't just need you when everything is up. I need you every step of the way. So when things are down, I know you still got me. When things shift, my marriage was great. Somebody saying, not me. My marriage was great. And then all of a sudden my husband came home and said, I don't want to be married anymore. I don't love you anymore. Or my marriage was horrible. My husband didn't love me no more. Then my husband came home and said, I can't live without you. I need you. Shift happens. I'm single. Ain't nobody gonna find me. I'm never gonna get married. I'm just gonna just forget it. And then the Boaz come through the door. Ooh, who is that? Oh, who that is? Who is that? Or I'm in this toxic, messed up relationship. I can't get who God have for me because I won't let this raggedy blank go. Shift. What you gonna do? You gonna rock with God? Or you gonna keep trying to do it yourself? That's up to you, honey. But it's inevitable. Shift is going to happen. It can be for the good. And shifts are different things. But if you take God with you at the end of the day, if you take God with you in everything that you do, you're going to be able to handle it better. I promise. But you got to trust him. You got to trust him with everything you got. With everything you got. You know they holding on by a thread. I'm talking about even, you know how the yarn unravels and it be 5 pieces raveled, and then you just be on that one little string. Some of us are there. Don't let it go. Because a shift is coming for you. Clock it. You clocking it. Come on. Clock it, Mila. Mila clocked it. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Do you think I was all over the place, Mila? It sound good. Okay, Mila said it sound good. Okay. That's what I've been dealing with, shifts. My life is shifting in so many different areas, but I'm trusting God in the process. So shift as you may. Just take God with you every step of the way. I love you big. Until our next podcast, whenever we come back, shift happens. Just be ready. I love you big.